guys, Shannon here with Got to Go Prepared. Looks like we're getting close to a foot of snow on the ground right now, and it's still coming down, so no telling how much we'll get here. It's a little unique for Tennessee unless you're in the higher elevations up in the mountains, but we're a little bit lower. And here it is, so we're going to take a walk through the woods nearby and just look at the snow for a few minutes. Probably can't tell on the video, but it's a pretty steep little hill in this deep of snow. Not quite deep enough for snowshoes by no means, but pretty deep. It's just gorgeous. I keep hearing on the TV, the news, the people that decided to get out in this when they were warned not to, and they're saying, thought it was funny. For you that are watching this probably think it's funny too, and they say, make sure you're prepared with warm clothes and alternate heating methods and things of that nature, flashlights, because power could go out. And when it said be prepared, I was like, that's funny. I already got that stuff. I didn't need to run out and get milk and bread and eggs. Makes you feel good when you're already prepared because you think that way, like a lot of you do, to have that sort of thing. I'm fortunate enough to have a wood burning fireplace, so if the power does go out, I can still keep everybody warm. And then of course the other stuff goes without saying. But there's a lot of people that are stranded in cars out there, and lucky enough it's during the day and they can hopefully be gotten to and taken care of. But there's some folks who could be on a side road, and if they weren't prepared and didn't know, there's just good things to keep in your vehicle, like a good pair of boots. I'm wearing a pair of rubber 1000 denier lacrosse insulated boots. I mean, these are very, very warm boots. And underneath here, all I have on is a base layer of Polartec, which are Polartec. I picked them up at the Bass Pro Shop. They're very warm, tops and bottoms sewed separately. I've got Polartec, and these are a pair of Gore-Tex waterproof. They're actually golf pants for rain pants for golf, but they're Gore-Tex. And the base layer is all I got on, and I'm warm. We just got through building. A giant snowman with the kids that I might slice in a picture of. And then I have on a Eddie Bauer down vest under here, and it's just over my Polartec under base layer. And then this jacket is a Gore-Tex waterproof hunting jacket that's reversible, and I can't tell you the name of it because I forgot and I don't want to take it off. And then of course this hat is the Mad Bomber hat that I think Bass Pro Shop sells. I've had it for years with the rabbit fur lined and insulated in the head area. This is the warmest hat I've ever owned, and I've got wool watch caps and everything else, and this by far is my choice in the winter to keep me warm. If you don't have one of these, I would highly recommend getting one. Like I said, it's the Mad Bomber, fur lined, insulated on the inside, and this is the camo one. But actually, if I was going to be out here much longer, I would take it off because my head's going to start sweating. Put a beanie on, or just throw this hood up, and then of course just insulated ski gloves, really for making a snowman because they're water resistant. But you should really have things like it in your car. A good pair of warm boots, extra socks. Always have a base layer with you and a blanket. You know, maybe if nothing else, a candle or a can of the Sterno canned heat in your car. You could crack a window with the sterno going if you were stuck all day or overnight and your car ran out of gas, which you should never let your gas tank get that low. But you could have the window cracked so the fumes from the canned heat could go out, but you could actually, as long as you're getting airflow, you might keep the ambient temperature inside your car warm enough to keep you warm. I myself keep a wool army blanket in my car. If you've watched a previous video, you know that. But also this time of year, I will throw one of my really good sleeping bags in there as well in case I did get stranded. Now I keep an extra 5 gallons of gas mounted on the back of my car, so if I did get low, I've got another 5 gallons in my car. But again, I will say the sterno or a candle in your car is great. Just remember to keep a window crack somewhere so you don't get asphyxiated and not wake up. Or as I heard somebody jokingly say, you don't want to wake up dead. But just keep extra things in your car. Kitty litter, a big bag of kitty litter is great to have if you get stuck on a slick spot. You put that kitty litter in the front and behind your tire, give you enough traction maybe to get going down the road a little bit. Of course, an ice scraper and maybe a can of that canned heat, a windshield de-icer, some of that stuff, extra things in your car. This time of year, people up north, you guys probably know this already. People in the south take it for granted that it's not going to be bad, and under all this snow on our streets, we had a good overnight rain that froze, so we have sheets of ice underneath this. And I live on a hill, so I salted my driveway and the street down to the level area before it started raining last night, so it never turned into ice, so at least I can get out of my neighborhood if I need to. A good idea, if you can find them and you got a car front wheel drive, you could put chains on your car and get around pretty good in an emergency situation. You put those on. If you have a truck, chains are good, but if you have pickup, make sure you got some weight in the back of your truck. For those of you that might not know that, I know a lot of you do. A couple pallets of shingles, some Brico block, two or three bags of 50-pound bags of salt back there. Any of those things can help give you the weight you need to get moving. Hey guys, I'm a little further up the hill, but not quite to the very top in the open. And just a small example is if you had to stay out here overnight and you ended up in the woods, car stranded, nothing around, and you were afraid to stay in your car because on an icy road, another car or truck could come by and hit your car, and if you're not off the road safely and are surrounded by other stuck cars, you're just sitting there alone, you could get hit and it could kill you. So it'd be better then to get out of your car and get somewhere where you can get some shelter if there's no houses nearby or something and you were just out in the woods. This area here, as you can see, these are a lot of kudzu growing when it's green. The kudzu Japanese vines, and a lot of cedar and pine in here. And you can see it's made a natural shelter, and there's no wind, but just outside of here there's wind blowing and snow blowing, but under here I'm protected from the wind. And if I had my get home bag or emergency bag with me and a few items, snow's a great insulator. So you put your tarp down to keep you dry as well, and get under here and build you a small lean-to and clear out an area to build you a fire to keep you warm. And with your, hopefully if you have a wool blanket or sleeping bag and something to lay on top of like a tarp or a reflective tarp, you could build you a shelter to get you through the night here until you can get back out to your car in the daylight and hopefully signal for help. It's just an idea, things you want to look for if you're in a wooded area. You don't want to be on the very top where there's going to be a lot of wind, and you don't want to be very low to the bottom to where it's going to be a lot colder. You want to be a little ways up with some stuff surrounding you to keep the wind and air off of you. It'll actually keep you a bit warmer. Also, something my father had taught me, you'll see a lot of times when deer bed down, they'll get in a little indention or a natural dip in the ground, and you can get in those as well with leaves and things like that and keep yourself warm as well. But hopefully in a snow situation you want to have something to keep you dry as well as out of the wind and weather. But just an idea, give you an idea what this looks like in here, kind of swing the camera around and show you this whole area a little bit. It's pretty neat and pretty fascinating. You can see in here it's kind of a natural little section, maybe just some reflective tarp on the ground and above you, and a small fire and you'd probably stay warm for the night. Really, the best thing is stay home. If you don't have to get out, don't. Stay home, stay warm. If you got a fireplace, light a fire and enjoy the weather. Enjoy being inside warm, watching it snow outside, or making a snowman with your kids. Be safe out there and have fun. Enjoy the snow, and we'll see you soon. Remember, you got to go prepared because you just never know.
How old are you?
I'm videoing you.